These are the different projection materials that I use. Specifically for projection mapping, I decided to use thicker materials than I normally do for regular rear projection. This is a material that I use in my front door. Now I know it has a pattern, so don't be distracted by that. This is actually a shower curtain, but I needed a thick material. I discovered that using my rear projection mapping materials, which are shower curtain liners, frosted, they're pretty thin-ish, but these are absolutely perfect though when using for rear projecting. Before I went to projection mapping, all of my windows, garage doors, I use these shower curtain liners. But those were too thin, I found, when going to projection mapping. So I have a slew of different things. So these are actually tablecloths. This is one that is in my, I'm not going to undo it because it's really big. These go in my garage door openings. And using a tablecloth, it's a much different thickness, and I needed something thicker for the front projection instead of rear. In my master bedroom, I have just 3 windows, and I didn't want to keep buying tablecloths. So fortunately, I had some of these left over. I bought several projection kits over the years, and some of them come with projection material. They're actually pretty cool because, they generally come with their own grommets. The tablecloths, you have to figure out a way to clip or put them up. These are fairly translucent thin as well. So these are great when you're starting out. You can either do front or rear projection with these. But I didn't use them because I liked the shower curtains better. But these were actually the perfect size because of them being 40 by 60 inches. These were the perfect size for those 3 windows. Lastly, this is what I use in my foyer window. It is a photographer's reflector. I needed something that was not a normal size, you would say, because a foyer is rounded at the top, and we don't have a ladder that goes all the way to the top of that window so that I could clip or hang material. I recall that I had a photography reflector, and I was like, this would be perfect because it was almost exactly the dimensions I needed. If you purchase one that is a 5-in-1, you'll just have to take it out of the actual reflecting material, and then you can have this translucent material, which is also perfect if you decide you want to rear project. And the good thing about this, since it doesn't really bend easily, you can get on a ladder and pop it in that window without having to be like all the way at the top of the window. Then at the end of the season, this was towards the bottom of the window, so we just used it to pull it down. Very cool way to get something in your foyer window if you cannot get all the way up to the top of your window. And then another really cool thing about having this reflector is this takes a little bit of training and technique, but you can collapse it down at the end of the season and store it away in a much smaller version of itself and not take up a lot of room.